Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And everybody has been waiting on this one. Number 1 against number 2. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Sun Devils head coach told me pregame. He told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. He keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is a team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number 1 versus number 2, it'll send a shiver up your spine. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Arizona State's head coach told me before the game they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Coming out with it, it's Dawn. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying him, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big field.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Keeps it on the ground. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Always a rare treat to get number 1 versus number 2, particularly this early in the season, guys.
Yeah, just an early test, right? Understand exactly where you are, obviously with big ramifications down the road. But, Jesse, how about knowing where you are to start the season?
You're absolutely right. This is a game that's going to set the tone for both of these teams and also for the entire college football season.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, Underwood. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job made. Getting tackles for losses, getting sacks. It makes it easy to play defense. You know what else does? Forcing a 3rd and long where you know they got to throw the football like they got right here.
Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burrows. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Burrowing for yardage. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket and start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Snags it on the right.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. The 30. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UNC! His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
From deep, it's Burrows. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Reels it in. Across the 25, he's got room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Underwood. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Gets the back moving. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown ASU.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They swarm him under.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Release to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it here.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And as he throws, lowers those pads. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Fights off a defender. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. There he goes. He's past the sticks. He's at the 50, at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go with a direct snap. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Throwing, Underwood. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. And he avoids the sack.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Handoff for Jerry. Oh, he's got some space. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UNC.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Deep in the end zone, it's Burrows. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. On the move at the 30. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way. The 20. Inside the... And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Shoots it to the left. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Defense not showing press coverage. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking left. Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look in on Iowa State, taking on the number 4 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Cyclones, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. They They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Carolina! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Rush is on, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now on the move. Past the 6. Turning it on. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Underwood, look out. They'll run the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quick give. It's Hawkins. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! And and the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Throws it off the RPO. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Second down to the air. Under pressure. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
56, Arizona State, 21.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Throwing, Underwood. The quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He wants to go deep. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Bryce Underwood to throw. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Underwood. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop. Gets the football back.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. First play of this drive. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And they've been fun to watch.